Welcome to the Parody, where we tally up the victims in our favorite movies. I'm Chelsea Rose, and today we're looking at Fear, released in 2024. The film was a reboot of an earlier film made by Magic Scroll Animate, someone whose movies have been covered on the Parody before. And technically this falls under the merit of special request parodies like generic slasher movie or We Deleted You. This one being requested by Magic Scroll Animates themselves. In the merit of being a movie, I found it to be alright. There's good kills in this for sure, and it doesn't overstay its welcome, being only 20 minutes long. But I'll be honest here, none of the jokes really seem to land all that right for me, and that's okay. Because later they really get to the point of the film where it gets better. Not by a whole lot, I mean, like I said, the film's just alright, but it still gets a bit better, because they're getting more towards the plot stuff. How many people managed to land on our not so fearsome count? Let's find out and get to the kills. The movie begins with some really out-of-place drone footage, judging by how the rest of the movie is shot. But I guess all it takes not to be out of place in the scene is a title card! And it's 2024 reboot. In a scene where they look into the camera way too many times, they walk into the dining room. But I guess all it takes to get more characters is to fill the house up with some friends. So we can meet our three characters now. The one in the white shirt is Sully, the one in the black shirt is Aaron, and I'm pretty sure the one on the left side of the frame is Keaton. I have no idea. Maybe I didn't listen to any of the names said in the movie, but that's who I'm pretty sure is the main characters of the cast. Oh yeah, and their grandma's also there too. Anyways, they let out an offer of Uno, but it gets denied. And also, in this very house, a few people died about 10 years ago. Aaron thinks this shit's getting boring, so he decides to go off and take a shower? What? Couldn't have just whipped out some video games or something? Sully and Keaton start to go off and have— wait, is that a fucking Christmas tree in the background? Since Aaron's alone now, we need to establish that there's a killer in the house. They interrupt Aaron during his shower and gently hold a knife up to his stomach. Well, that was gentle, so I don't think anything— wait, what do you mean that actually killed him? The most blood this movie can muster up and a dead blinking body is left behind for the killer to add to the count. Although, can't really say you deserved that head tilt. While that was happening, Sully and Keaton get around to some untitled memery. Apparently, someone from her school managed to steal $10,000 of the school's funds, which is equivalent to the average Mr. Beast video. But let's play a game. Y'all need to know what happened to your friend. Sully finds out, and it's a not pretty off-screen sight.
Oh, what's wrong? What's wrong? What's wrong? Aaron! He's dead! What?
Yeah, I can't believe it either, Keaton. Everything still remains the same, a few gentle slashes to the stomach and all that. Because they have no— holy shit, is that a Chi-Town Thunderfist poster? Like I said, with no way to contact the authorities because the doy, they gotta figure out how to do this themselves. And since they also can't get any help from their grandma, I guess it's time to go back to playing games. Well, if we played a game with all these stupid close-up shots, Sully wants to know how the killer got into the house. And plus, if the killer's planning to kill all of them, they're still in the house somewhere.
Oh my god, bro.
Oh, hell no, man. What the fuck, man? Get your ass on, boy.
Because Sully has acute main character syndrome, he decides that the both of them should go on a quest to stop the killer's jest. He goes off to get a butter knife, but realizes someone touched his fake blood supply. That's a part of the meta humor. Listen, I said it doesn't kind of really work for me, but that just gets a bit funny. Keaton thinks it hasn't been emptied at all. On a close-up shot of the lid of the bottle shows that it's been punctured. Sully sells on a butter knife, but that's no knife. This is a knife. Another solution that's thought up of is going over to the neighbor's house and seeing if they can help. Could have worked if it wasn't for all these stupid-ass close-ups. However, the killer or whoever designed this house made sure that it couldn't be locked or unlocked from the inside. However, even though there are dogs down there, they thankfully didn't die. While eating some donuts and some even closer up shots, they decide that they probably want to try to kill the killer. Or, I guess not, since they immediately go back to playing the game. Not like I'd interrupt the parody with gaming footage at all, right? Yeah. However, maybe playing a game while trying to figure out who just killed your best friend is kind of insensitive. But hey, they go to school. Wait, is that a fucking Dogman collection? Apparently they were supposed to have another friend going there, but she hasn't shown up yet, and she probably won't. While they're theorizing about what could have happened, they hear a noise from somewhere within the house. After retrieving a butter knife and a fourth wall break that doesn't really work for me, they go back down. That's also along with the help of a pitchfork that randomly appeared in Sola's hand.
Is that really necessary?
Yes.
Do we really need a pitchfork when we have a simple knife?
Fuck you, you fucking dick!
They go down to the depths of the house, and since there's something in the way, they have to get past. But oh wait, make sure you remember the totally real, not person who died at the beginning of the film, cameraman. And for another solution, they move the gate out of the way. The killer can't be in the vast open room they just went past, so they go into a bathroom where there's nothing there. The other rooms until the end don't really have anything important in them, but the last room has a cat. That makes Sully with this totally real, not cameraman hand to pet the cat. The cat's meowing reveals I was talking about politics. Don't ask him where it was July 13th. Now that we're done with the cat, we can go searching for the killer again. Sully and Keaton eventually split up, and he decides that he'll open the staircase door. Keaton approves of it, and it only results in death. That's because the killer comes out and stabs Sully with a pitchfork. This is awkward. Keaton runs back into the cat room where the killer almost enters the room. But apparently, he just has some side quests to go on, so he gets out of there. It seems safe. Not! Keaton and the killer have a little chase scene where they go back up the stairs. It smash cuts to them back up in the kitchen where in the background you can see the grandma's dead body, which I didn't even notice at first. The chase continues back to another hallway where apparently they looped around. Keaton gets the killer out of the room. Or at least he thought he did.
Oh, he's gone. No. No! Get back under there!
Yep, the killer was hiding under their bed, and the scene would have been better if it wasn't for the POV. While stealing the knife, he demasks the killer and reveals that it's evil Sully. That's right, the killer this entire time is Sully's evil, clone in air quotes. So, now that you know this information, I'm gonna have to kill you now. King gets to hold on evil Sully and has two options, the pills or the poison drink. He chooses the poison drink, and that's all it takes for the killer to get down to the ground, as well as some kicks. Evil Sully's death is ultimately confirmed with some milk blood out of the mouth, and that's the way the movie ends. How many people were killed when this friend group, and plus their evil clone, weren't really fearing for their lives all that much? Let's find out and get to the numbers. By our count, only 4 people died in Fear, with the victims consisting of 3 men and 1 woman. That gives us a pretty basic 3-to-1 ratio of dudes. We've seen this kill count before 5 times on the parody, and strangely enough, we haven't seen this gender breakdown in any of those. With around the top of 20 minutes, that left us with a kill on average every 5 minutes flat. I'll give Amethyst flavor to Evil Sully since it was a good and gross kicker to the film. Broken Pistol would go to her grandma, because even though I knew she died, I didn't know where the hell her body was. And that's it. Fear was released in 2024 and doesn't really have a sequel in development, or at least I don't think it does. In 5 days from now, we're gonna be having a sleepover, but until then, I'm Chelsea Rose, and it's been the Parody. Thanks a lot for watching this parody. I know the intervals between this one and the drone parody were not that big, but hey, I got this one done like 2 days after getting that one done, you know? And plus, I already had some bits of this one done too. So yes, next kill count will be the Roblox series Sleepover, and then after that, probably some other stuff I really wanted to get to. Plus Murder Drones episode 8 if it comes out. So yeah, thanks for watching.